What's up everybody, I'm Aiden Kwasniewski from 3 Floating, and you are watching the official Flesh and Blood channel. Today, we have a History Pack 1 matchup for you with Sam on Kano and Jacob on Viserai. Let's get right into the Blitz game, get out of here and go play!
All right, brother.
You wanna play some Flesh and Blood?
Okay. 9, huh?
Yeah, we won! I want you to go first, because you're gonna chip in damage anyways.
No free value off of my...
Instant speed. What's up, everybody? I'm Jacob, and I'm playing Viserai. This deck I really like because he's sort of this mixed damage hero where he's throwing arcane damage and physical damage. I want to be playing non-attack actions and attack actions on the same turn. Whenever I play a non-attack action, every subsequent Runeblade card I play generates a rune chant due to Viserai's ability. Rune chants are sick, not just because the art is really cool, but every time you throw out an attack action, if you have rune chants sitting there, they go with the attack. Every rune chant that you have will come in for 1 point of arcane damage.
What's up everybody, Sam is here from 3 Floating, and today I am going to be playing the Wizard, Kano. Come on. They have it as a 5-star difficulty. It's a tricky deck to pilot. You start at less life because the deck pretty much exclusively works around arcane damage, and arcane damage is notoriously challenging to interact with. You can pretty much only block it through arcane barrier on your equipment or other effects. I'm gonna start at 5 less life than Jacob here. So for this matchup, the cards that I really need to find are the potions. Potion of Deja Vu and Energy Potion. Those 2 cards are like super integral to actually closing the game out. A little secret you can do with Kano, when they're gonna try to kill you on their turn, you just kill them on their turn. You just Kano off the top of the deck and you just do it then. Nobody knows that. That's my secret with Kano. So, you know, I'll share it with the world. Let's do it. I am going to activate my Crucible of Aetherweave. It is my weapon, it is a staff. It has an ability, once per turn instant, cost a resource. The next card I play this turn with an arcane damage effect instead deals that much arcane damage +1. A buff. So I'm gonna use that buff on this Aether Spindle, pitching red Aether Spindle. So instead of coming in for 4 like it normally does, it will get a buff from the Crucible of Aetherweave and come in for 5. That's some additional text. I will opt X, where X is the damage that Aether Spindle deals.
Well, I only have AB2, so I'm going to pitch these 2 reds in AB2 and take 3.
Okay, that lets me opt X. I'm going to show the good people at home. Will you avert your eyes?
Oh yeah.
Gonna go ahead and opt the top 3. 1, 2, 3. When I'm opting at this point in the game, I'm just looking for those potions. Once I have those potions set up, I can kind of start to turn my attention towards when can I actually finish the game. All right, I definitely want to do this, so I'm gonna keep that on top. I'm going to opt like this. So I'm gonna put this card on the bottom, and then I'm gonna put these 2 cards back on top like that.
Perfecto.
Okay, this is resolved. Now, I'm going to activate Kano. Kano is my hero. He's a wizard hero. Instant. Costs 3 resources, so I'm gonna go ahead and pay those 3 resources. Look at the top card of my deck. If it is a non-attack action card, I can banish it. If I do, I may play it this turn as though it were an instant. So I'm gonna look at the top card of my deck, which is the card that I left there.
That's pretty good, turn 1.
I like this card. There are a couple potions in this deck, and I really want to see both of them. So we got one. I'm gonna go ahead and banish it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play it. And then from there, I will just go ahead and pass the turn to you and arsenal this card.
We'll both draw up because it's turn 1. We're gonna start off by pitching this meet and greet and play out a Blood Spill Invocation. I'm gonna have 2 floating.
Okay.
This card has go again. When an attack action card I control hits, I destroy this and I make a rune chant token. But if I take damage, I destroy this.
We yeet it out of there.
Yeet it out of there. I will then pay 1. I'm gonna hit you with a yellow meet and greet. This is my Runeblade card that I've played right after a non-attack, so that'll trigger Viserai and make a rune chant. When this hits, it makes a rune chant token. It's coming in for 3.
Okay. Right now, it does not have go again.
Does not have go again.
I will go ahead and block for 3. Any reactions?
No reactions.
No reactions from me.
All right, I'm gonna arsenal and pass.
Cool.
So I was able to set up a non-attack action into a Runeblade card. I'm not threatening too much damage this turn, but I'm happy about setting up a rune chant for next turn.
I'm somewhat new to Kano, but from what I understand from other figures in the field, it's good to Kano on your own turn. On my turn, I am gonna start off with a Kano. So this is going to be the same thing where I'm gonna look at the top card, go ahead and banish this yellow zap.
Zap's very good.
So this Kano has resolved.
I will play out this Crucible of Aetherweave. 2 floating. The next card I play this turn is going to get buffed up a little bit, so then I will play the yellow zap, so it's going to come in for 3 arcane.
I will pitch 1 red and AB 1 and take 2. I've been dealt damage, so this will die.
So this will resolve. It'll be gone. All right, you pitched a red. You trying to keep your cards. I'm gonna test these waters. I'm gonna test them. I still have my action point because that was at instant speed. So I'll play with my action point from my arsenal, Reverberate. It's going to come in for 1 arcane damage. If it deals damage, I may banish a wizard non-attack action card from my hand with cost less than or equal to the damage dealt by Reverberate. If I do, I can play it this turn as though it were an instant. So if this is a card that costs 1 or less, if it hits, I can also play it this turn.
I'm gonna say that you don't have it, and I'm not gonna AB, and I'm gonna take 1.
Wow. So this is gonna trigger Reverberate. I can banish a wizard non-attack cost less than or equal to the damage dealt. I have a red Scalding Rain in my hand that I am...
Ah, he did have it.
So then I'm gonna come in for an additional 4 arcane using my 1 floating with this red Scalding Rain.
Well, now I just got punished, so we're just gonna pitch my Modern Skies, the blue, it's the best card in this deck. We gotta get rid of it, but that's okay. I'll take 2.
Okay, and then I will chip the turn from there.
I will pitch a red meet and greet for a red come to fight. Next attack card gets +3. I will then play this Arcanic Crackle. That'll trigger Viserai, because it's a Rune Blade card after non-attack, so it'll make a rune chant. Arcanic Crackle coming in for 6, a rune chant, and Arcanic Crackle, when it attacks, you have 1 arcane coming at you.
8 damage. Yeesh. Okay, so I'm gonna take the rune chant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the 1 arcane.
Okay.
I'm gonna block for 6.
All right, that's my turn. Draw up and pass to you.
I found the energy potion. It sits within my hand now. I need to find a chance to play it though. So I'm gonna block the physical damage here to keep my life total high, and then on my turn, spend my action point to establish my energy potion, which is gonna set me up for my final Kano combo to close the game out.
I'm gonna go ahead and play out an energy potion, and I'm just gonna arsenal.
That's pretty good.
I like the potions.
All right, I'm going to play out this Modern Skies, the best card in the deck. I like it. Pitch this Blood Spill Invocation. My next Rune Blade attack action gains go again, and if it hits, I get to make a rune chant, and I'm gonna play out this Shrill of Skull Form. It's the red one, so it comes in for 7 because of its own ability, and because it's a Rune Blade card, I get to make a rune chant in the back. So this is gonna come in for 7, but first, 1 rune chant.
1 card in hand still?
1 card in hand. Modern Skies. It's so good.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Okay, dude.
For sure.
For sure, dude.
For sure.
If your name is Sam O'Byrne.
What do you do here?
What do you do here?
What do you do here?
Yeah, I think this is just gonna be AB1.
Okay.
Block for 6.
Okay. Take 1.
Take 1.
On hit, it'll make another rune chant.
So I block 6 on the Shrill of Skull form here, allowing him to make the 2 rune chants because I can just pitch a blue card to block the first arcane damage. And then when those 2 rune chants come at me later in the turn, I will have 2 resources floating to cover up those 2 rune chants easy. So even though it looks bad to let the Shrill hit here, I feel like I should be able to cover up the arcane damage.
I'm going to close the chain. I'm gonna activate my Aether Ironweave and gain 2 resources because I played the Modern Skies and the attack. It's gonna go 3. I'm then gonna play a Spellblade Assault because I've played a non-attack action that will also make a rune chant, and this is gonna come in for 3, but the Spellblade Assault says when I attack with it, I make 2 rune chants, so I get 3. So 2 rune chants coming at you, and then
3 physical.
I pop my Aether Ironweave because I really want to try to take the tempo here, and I really love Spellblade Assault because it sets up 2 more rune chants, 3 more rune chants really because of the Viserai ability. I'm able to throw 13 damage here, but it's really like 15 because I have those 3 rune chants sitting in the back.
All right, so I'm definitely gonna AB1 and then AB1 for the 2 rune chants.
3 damage.
I think I'm gonna take it because you got 3 rune chants.
All right, sounds good. Take 3?
Yeah.
Okay. And that will be the end of my turn. Do you have any effects?
No instant speed effect.
All right, I'm just gonna draw up.
I'm gonna activate the Crucible of Aetherweave. And then I'm going to play out Aether Flare.
Jacob just had a really big turn, a lot of damage, and he set himself up with 3 rune chants for his next turn. So I'm gonna send the Aether Flare out of my arsenal to either get a good amount of damage in or take a card out of his hand and make his next turn a little less scary.
Aether Flare says, deal 3 arcane damage. It'll be 4 from the Crucible of Aetherweave. Target opposing hero. The next card I play this turn with an arcane damage effect instead deals that much arcane damage effect plus X, where X is the damage dealt by Aether Flare.
I will pitch 2 to AB2 and take 2.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. I unfortunately did not draw any non-attacks, so I will be making no rune chance this turn. I have a rune flash, which costs 3, but costs 1 less for each rune chant I control. I conveniently control 3, so it's free. And it has go again.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
That's pretty convenient.
4 and 3 rune chants coming at you.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and AB 3 for the rune chance. No arcane damage, and then I will block for 3. Take 1.
Gotcha. I will then pitch this Shrill of Skull form for Amplify the Arknight. It costs 3, 1 less for all the rune chants I control, but I have none. It comes in for 6.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'm just going to block for 6.
All right, that's my turn. I'm gonna draw up.
I too am just going to.
Draw up. What are we doing here?
What are we doing? Huh?
Okay, we're gonna play a red Minnowism.
No!
Next thing gets +3. I'm then going to play this Shrill of Skull form, pitching 2 red cards. It's a yellow, so it gets +3 from the Minnowism, gets +3 from itself, so it comes in for 9, and I get to make a rune chant because I played non-attack Runeblade card. So just 9 physical, just big old
9 big
flop.
ones?
9 biggins.
I'm gonna go ahead and block for 6.
Take 3?
Take 3.
All right, that's the end of my turn. Red Minnowism into yellow Shrill, make a rune chant, come in for 9 damage. 3 card 9 or 4 card 9? When I say 3 card 9, 4 card 9, stuff like that, it's however many cards I had to commit to the board to present that much damage. So if I pitch 1 card to play out another that comes in for 6, that is a 2 card 6 because the card I'm attacking with and then the card I pitched, those 2 cards are enabling 6 damage basically. Minnowism is 1 card. The 2 cards I pitched, my Shrill is the 4th. So 4 card 9, do with that what you will.
I took 3 damage from Jacob's turn, but I'm going to use my turn to send 6 arcane damage back at him. I know he only has 2 arcane barrier, which means he's going to be taking 4 damage. I'm going to activate my Crucible of Aether Weave. Yeah. I'm going to have 2 floating, which I will then use on a Voltic Bolt for
A red one.
6 arcane damage.
Dang. AB2 didn't feel too good. I will pitch this Arcanic Crackle and AB2 of it.
Take 4?
Take 4.
Okay. That's my turn.
On my turn, I will pitch this Minnowism for a Belittle. I will reveal this Arcanic Crackle. Then it'll come at you with 1 rune chant.
Interesting.
Can I go grab a...
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna grab a red Minnowism.
Yeah, you are.
Shuffle my pitch deck. My delicately executed pitch deck is no more. That's fine, I don't need it.
What's pitch deck?
So basically your pitch deck, the cards you pitch, you will eventually, if the game goes long enough, you'll start to see them come back up. So you can strategically pitch cards in a very specific order. So you can kind of like pitch a little combo. I'm honestly not the best at it, but I try every time just to get better at it. There is 1 rune chant coming at you and 3 physical damage.
We're going to take the 1 arcane.
Oh.
We're gonna block for 3.
Okay. I will then play a Minnowism. My next thing gets +3. And then I'll play an Arcanic Crackle. It'll come at you with 1 arcane, 5 physical, because it only comes in for 2. And this is non-attack in my first rune blade, so I'll make a rune chant. The deck is doing what it needs to do!
I will take the 1 arcane.
Whoa.
And then I will block for 6.
Gotcha. I'm debating being greedy. We're gonna go for it.
What are you gonna go for?
I'm going to, in reactions, pay 1 to activate my Sutcliffe Suede Hides. Hey, he wears suede, that's interesting. Didn't picture Sutcliffe as like a suede guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, I picture him more as like velvet.
Blue suede shoes. Instead it's just like Sutcliffe's, just like runic, evil suede shoes.
We're gonna give this go again. And with my other 1 floating, I'm gonna pay that. And I'm actually gonna destroy my Crown of Dichotomy. I can destroy it, which I don't usually recommend, but I'm close to dying and so is he, so we're playing towards the end game. I can destroy it as an action. Put target Runeblade attack action card and target Runeblade non-attack action card from your graveyard on top of your deck in any order. But this is a thing of AB, so now I only have AB1. But we're gonna grab 2 of my best cards. I'm gonna grab a red Shrill of Skull form and this blue Mauvern Skies. It's my favorite. We're just gonna put these on top. Now my turn is over. So kill me or you die.
Gulp. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna activate my headpiece in my talismanic lens and opt right now because I wanna make sure that I draw some blue cards to pitch to Kano's ability and send arcane damage on Jacob's next turn. So I'm gonna opt here and make sure that I don't have something like 2 red cards on the top of my deck. All right, well, you used all your equipment. I'm gonna use some of mine. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna activate my talismanic lens. It has a person on it who looks like this. I can destroy talismanic lens as an instant, and I can opt to where I can look at the top 2 cards of my deck and then put them on the top or bottom in any order. So we'll do that now. I'm gonna show the good people at home. Ooh. Glad I opted. I'm going to keep the Aether Flare on top of my deck because I'm gonna use my Potion of Deja Vu to make sure it's on top of the deck to use with Kano's ability. And when Aether Flare deals damage, my next arcane damage effect deals its regular damage plus the arcane damage that Aether Flare did. So it's gonna allow me to have an even bigger combo to try to really make sure I just close this thing out. So I'm gonna put this on the bottom and I'm gonna put this right here on the top. All right, and then I'm going to just play a red zap.
I'm gonna take 3.
Taking 3? A bold man. Good? Your turn?
Yeah, man. All right. Blue Marvin Skies. Give my next thing go again. And you know what it is. It's the Scroll of Skull form. We're gonna have 1 floating. A rune chant. Make a rune chant. Marvin Skies non-attack. Rune blade attack. Triggers Viserai. So you got 7 coming at you with 1 rune chant.
That's a lethal attack right there. I work at instant speed. Can I do anything with this? Let's see. Stick with me. It's gonna get a little crunchy. So I'm gonna put a Kano activation on the stack. Now, I want this to be the last thing I do on my turn. I can't let it resolve yet. I need to hold priority so I can do some other things so that when we get back to here, I've set up the combo so that this does like 6 damage with the red zap in my hand and with the Aether Flare. I'm going to start things off by activating Kano.
At instant speed.
Yeah, instant speed. So I'm gonna activate a Kano. I'm gonna pitch this red zap. I'm gonna pitch this red Aether Flare. And then I'm going to finish with this blue Timekeeper Swim. So I'm gonna have 2 floating. That's gonna make this Kano activation come to be. I'm gonna hold priority, activate my energy potion, which is gonna give me 2 more resources, bringing me up to 4. Before I let this Kano resolve,
So 1 Kano trigger on the stack.
I'm gonna hold this Kano here. Then I'm going to activate my energy potion. So I'm gonna go from 2 resources to 4 resources because energy potion is also an instant. I'm then going to activate Kano a second time using my 4 resources to go up to 2 Kano activations. So I have 2 things that have not yet happened, but I'm gonna banish off the top. With these 2 Kano activations on the stack, now I'm going to hold priority and respond to myself by activating my Potion of Deja Vu. But I don't know what's on the top of this deck. So I wanna,
Whoa!
it's a Potion of Deja Vu. It's almost like you've seen it before. I am gonna activate the Potion of Deja Vu, also at instant speed, to put all the cards from my pitch zone on top of my deck in any order. I've got these things there. I definitely don't want this one. Now, if you've been paying attention, we pitched 2 red cards for this exact reason. Those 2 red cards that I pitched, I want those to be each of these Kano activations, which is why I did them first, so that I could put the red cards in my pitch and then put them on top of my deck. I'm gonna put them back on like this. I'm gonna go with the red zap and then the red Aether Flare. So, I still have 1 floating. I'm gonna use that 1 floating before either of these Kanos have resolved to activate my Crucible of Aetherweave. The next card I play this turn with an arcane damage effect will deal that much damage +1. Now, once this has resolved, I will resolve one of the Kanos. The Crucible of Aetherweave has resolved. It's time. We're going to let one of my 2 Kano activations resolve. When that Kano activation finally resolves, there's going to be a red Aether Flare on top of my deck that used to be in my pitch zone. When I send the red Aether Flare, it's gonna come in for 4. Whatever he takes from that 4 is gonna be added to my next arcane damage effect this turn. Then, I'm gonna let the second Kano activation resolve. The very first thing I did at the beginning of this whole combo. That's gonna banish a red zap. Red zap normally comes in for 3, plus the 4 from the Aether Flare. That's gonna be 7 damage for 11 damage total at the end of this crazy combo. That should be enough to finish him off. And I will have that red Aether Flare, which I will banish. And then before this Kano resolves, I will play it, pitching this final red Reverberate. So this is going to be buffed by the Crucible.
No.
And it's gonna come in for 4 arcane.
Well, I have AB1 and 3 life, so I will AB1 and take 3.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was like, you don't need two, but that's fine.
I forgot. Because now I can do this and then this will come in for 5.
Oh my god.
3, 4, 5.
It's way too hot in here. I didn't die. I just left. I didn't lose. I just disappeared into the flames. I died. I lost. But I lost in a cool fashion.
What was coming next was pretty freaking cool. What's cool to know is that even if Jacob was at something like 5 or 6 life here, even with Arcane Barrier 2, if I'm sending 11 potential damage at him, I would have been able to close this game out. So it's cool to see exactly what's possible with Kano, even if it was a bit of overkill in this scenario.
Way to go, Sam.
Okay, wizards. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to the channel for more fabulous content. That was a fantastic match, you two, full of lots of very tricky lines and a lot of arcane damage and hybrid damage. So much to love about these two heroes. If you're looking to get in, this is a great place to start. Check out 3 Floating for more gameplay like this. Thank you so much to LSS for having us. See you later. For the rest of this analysis, I will be speaking only like this because this is how wizards talk.